We all know that MPVs are very practical. Trouble is, we also know that they're not particularly cool, and that's why crossovers like the Peugeot 3008 exists, because essentially it's an MPV, only in disguise. For instance, it has a very flexible boot. You can configure it in lots of different ways depending on what you want to carry, and that fold-down tailgate can even be used as a picnic bench. However, in the front, the 3008 feels more like a sports car than an MPV because of the way the cockpit wraps around you and keeps you separate from your front passenger. The design of the dash actually reminds me of that in the Audi R8 supercar. There's also lots of soft touch materials used throughout the cabin, and I like the way the big upswept windscreen is a bit like a canopy of a fighter jet, but the handy cup holders, large door bins and cavernous centre cubby leave you in no doubt of what kind of car you're actually sitting in. An MPV. But what's it like to drive? The first thing you notice when driving the 3008 is that it has great all-round visibility. I particularly like the fact they're putting a little rear quarter light, which gives you confidence when looking over your shoulder to pull out at tricky junctions. The raised driving position also helps because it gives you a good view over other traffic, but the jacked up suspension isn't just for show, because you can get the car with something called grip control, which enables it to do a little bit of mild off-roading even though it's just front-wheel drive. However, if you want to do some more serious mud plugging, a four-wheel drive hybrid version will be available soon. Regardless of which model you go for, the 3008 is very quiet at high speed, and it's also very comfortable on long journeys as well, because the seats are supportive and the ride is nice and smooth. You can handle pretty well for such a tall vehicle as well, but only if you go for one of the cars with dynamic roll control, because without it, it will lean quite a bit in the bends. And the annoying thing is that you can't get that special piece of equipment on the entry-level model. However, what's more annoying for me right now is this rattly sound that's coming from the dash down here. Can you hear it? It's really frustrating. It's driving me crazy. This car's actually only done less than 5,000 miles, and it doesn't bode well for the build quality. If I own this car, I'll be taking it back to the dealer, have a bit of a chat with them. If you follow me, I'll show you something else that's frustrating, and it's not specific to this individual car either. In the back, while headroom is decent enough, if you look down here, you'll notice knee room is pretty tight. In fact, it's not really much better than what you get on a Super Mini. Finally, there's the matter of depreciation, because Peugeots aren't known for having strong residual values. That said, the 3008 is very well equipped, and it's extremely keenly priced for an MPV. But then maybe that's because, like I said at the beginning, it's an MPV, only in disguise.